Is a presentation of the Missouri Sports Network.
Hey, good morning, Missouri. This is Guy Newcomb, the scoreboard guy on the Missouri Sports Network. Happy you joined us, where everyone has a home field advantage, and tomorrow is always a better day. We're live from the Pizza Ranch studio and presented by Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks, Burgess and Associates, Central Bank, Doak Propane, and the Bank of Billings, established in 1889, the oldest bank in Christian County. Stand by for scores. But first, here's some on this day in history. Presented by Great Southern Bank, with more than 100 locations in 6 states. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. Today is Tuesday, May the 9th, the 129th day of 2023. There are 236 days left this year. And in 1951, the United States conducted their first thermonuclear experiment as part of Operation Greenhouse by detonating a 225 kiloton device on Inwok Atoll in the Pacific, nicknamed George. In 1962, scientists of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, succeeded in reflecting a laser beam off the surface of the moon. In 1965, Russian-born American pianist Vladimir Horowitz performed publicly for the first time in 12 years with a recital at Carnegie Hall in New York City. In 1970, President Richard Nixon made a surprise and impromptu pre-dawn visit to the Lincoln Memorial, where he chatted with a group of protesters who'd been resting on the memorial steps after protests against the Vietnam War and the Kent State shootings. In 1974, the House Judiciary Committee opened public hearings on whether to recommend the impeachment of President Richard Nixon. The committee ended up adopting 3 articles of impeachment against the president, who resigned before the full House took up any of them. In 1980, 35 people were killed when a firefighter rammed into the Sunshine Skyway Bridge over Tampa Bay in Florida, causing a 1,400-foot section of the southbound bridge that spanned to collapse. 2016, Filipinos went to the polls to elect Rodrigo Duterte, the controversial, tough-talking mayor of Davao City, to be their next country's president. In 2019, Pope Francis issued groundbreaking new church law requiring all Catholic priests and nuns to report clergy sexual abuse and cover-ups by their superiors to church authorities. In 2020, rock and roll pioneer Little Richard, known for his piercing wail, pounding piano, and towering pompadour, died in Tennessee at the age of 87 after battling bone cancer. He had helped shatter the color line on the music charts while introducing black rhythm and blues to white America. And in sports, in 1973, Cincinnati Reds catcher Johnny Bench on May the 9th hits 3 home runs against the Philadelphia Phillies. All 3 were against Hall of Fame pitcher Steve Carlton. Today's birthdays: actor and writer Alan Bennett is 89. Actor and politician Glenda Jackson is 87. Producer James L. Brooks is 86. Musician Sonny Curtis, from Buddy Holly and the Crickets, is 86. Singer Tommy Rowe is 81. Singer-musician Richie Furay is 79. Actress Candice Bergen turned 77 today. Pop singer Clint Holmes is 77. Actor Anthony Higgins is 76. Singer Billy Joel is 77. Can you believe that? Blues singer-musician Bob Morgullen is 74. Rock singer-musician Tommy Peterson is 73. Actor Allie Mills is 72. Amy Hill turned 70 today. Wendy Crewson, 67. John Corbett, 62. Daniel Franzese is 45. Rock singer Pierre Bouvier is 44. Actor Rosario Dawson is 44. TV personality Audrina Partridge is 38. And Grace Grummer turns 37. Page 2 after this.
believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support for life. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters.
Hey, welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network, where everyone has a home field advantage. It's baseball season, track season, soccer season, golf season, tennis season. We'll run through the baseball and softball and soccer scores from last night. First up, baseball. Last night, Warsaw defeated Adrian 4-1. It was Bishop LeBlond over Albany 6-5. Gainesville, now 19-4 on the season. They defeat Alton 7-2. Oran shuts out Bell City 11-0. It was Benton over Cameron 11-4. Capital City defeats St. James 15-0. Seneca over Carl Junction 5-3. Caruthersville defeats Twin Rivers 6-5. Just checking to make sure I got the right scores, and I do. Scott City over Central New Madrid 7-4. Hallsville defeats Centralia 12-0. It was Charleston over Perryville 7-5. Savannah defeats Chillicothe 2-1. CBC over Oakville 11-1. Afton defeats Clayton 7-4. Clever over Marionville over Marion C. Early 11-7. Clever now 24-5 on the season. Marion C. Early Morrisville 20-5. Diamond over College Heights Christian 8-7. Northwest Cedar Hill defeats DeSmet 11-1. St. Dominic over Duchesne 6-3. Sumner over East Kansas City 18-2. Kennett defeats East Carter 6-3. Ellsbury over Hannibal 9-8. Willow Springs defeats Eminence 12-0. Eureka goes to 29-3 on the season. They defeat Kirkwood 16-6. Hillcrest over Fair Grove 10-7. Fayette over Tipton 1-0. Fordland defeats Galena 4-3. South Callaway over Fulton 8-2. Glendale defeats Joplin 11-0. Glendale now 22-4 on the season, ranked number 1 in Class 6 baseball or Class 5 baseball. Hazelwood East 13-12 over Jennings. Halfway defeats Hermitage 15-0. Jackson over Kelly 6-3. Jackson now 26-6 on the season. Ash Grove remains undefeated as they shut out Jasper 5-0. The Pirates now 19-0 on the year. Jefferson City over Blair Oak 16-10. Liberal defeats Lamar 6-4. Lee Summit over Liberty 1-0. Park Hill defeats Lee Summit North 8-3. Leeton over Wellington Napoleon 4-1. St. Vincent over Leopold 13-6. Lincoln defeats Crestridge 9-1. Eugene over Lynn 9-7. Logan Rogersville defeats West Plains 3-1. Lone Jack over Guadalupe Center's Charter 17-1. Macon over Harrisburg 7-6. McClure North defeats McClure 15-8. Melville over Parkway North 10-0. MICDS defeats Bishop DeBerg 9-3. Again, these are baseball scores from last night. Purdy now goes to 23-6 as they defeat Miller 6-2. Moberly over Mexico 4-0. Monette defeats Parkview 8-0. Holcomb over Naylor 14-4. Neosho defeats East Newton 10-1. Nevada over Harrisonville 3-1. Nixa defeats Bolivar 7-4. Nixa now 27-6 on the season. Northeast Kansas City over Southeast 19-3. East Buchanan over Northland Christian 7-4. Oak Ridge over Crystal City 7-3. Odessa defeats Grandview 9-4. Staley over Park Hill South 9-1. Melville defeats Parkway North 10-0. Pattonville over University City 10-0. Plato defeats Kabul 4-2. Plattsburgh over Lexington 16-1. Stockton defeats Pleasant Hope 15-0. Stockton now 19-4 on the season. Ray-Pec over Platte County 7-5. Grain Valley defeats Raytown 11-1. Billings goes to 18-5. They defeat Reed Spring 12-1. Fox over Rittenhour 10-0. Mount Grove defeats Salem 2-0. Salisbury over South Shelby 2-1. New Franklin over Santa Fe 15-3. Sarcoxie defeats Greenwood 6-1. Lakeland over Sherwood 21-3. Webb City over Springfield Catholic 10-4. Webb City 17-12 on the season now, and Springfield Catholic falls to 14-7. Fort Zumwalt South over St. Charles 6-4. St. Francis Borgia 6-0 over St. Mary's of St. Louis. Knob Noster 9-0 over St. Paul Concordia. Valley Catholic over St. Genevieve 15-2. Owensville over Steelville 10-7. Climax Springs defeats Stover 12-8. Troy Buchanan over Holt 4-2. Valley Catholic 27-4 now. They defeat Cape Central out of Cape Girardeau 10-1. Parkway South over Valley Park 12-0. Washington defeats Sullivan 11-1. Herman over Wellsville Middletown 15-1. Exeter over Wheaton 15-1. Oak Park over William Christian 11-3. And Winnetonka defeats Belton 2-0. Again, those are baseball scores from last night. And after we return, we'll cover soccer and softball here on the Missouri Sports Network, where everyone has a home field advantage.
The qualities in a truck that are most important are reliability, just really great function.
Having a truck is pretty much a necessity to getting to most of these locations. Oftentimes it's narrow, steep, loose, rough, rocky roads.
Having a truck is essential to every part of what we do, from picking up material for the home to delivering the home.
Always carrying something, pulling something.
It's something that we use every single day here.
And welcome back to the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. On the soccer scoreboard from last night, May the 8th, it was Boonville over Blair Oaks 2-0. Central defeats Hillcrest 5-2. Parkway Central over Duchesne 3-2. Benton over East Kansas City 3-0. Festus defeats University City 4-3. Fox improves to 19-4. They defeat Clayton 2-1. Francis Howell Central over Fort Zumwalt West 1-0. Hickman defeats Hannibal 2-1. Francis Howell over Holt 7-0. Jackson shuts out Sykeston 8-0. Jackson now 14-1 on the season. Jefferson City over Warrenton 5-1. Steam Academy shuts out Jennings 12-0. Kirksville over Chillicothe 4-2. Eureka defeats Kirkwood 2-0. Ladue Horton Watkins goes to 12-6 as they defeat MICDS 1-0. Lafayette St. Joe shuts out Northeast Kansas City 8-0. Logan Rogersville shuts out Lebanon 8-0. McClure defeats Hazelwood East 5-1. Mexico over Fulton 2-0. Mid Buchanan shuts out Knob Noster 5-0. North Point over Wright City 4-0. Washington over Pacific 4-0. Lakeway defeats Parkview 2-1. Smithville over Pembroke Hill 2-1. Smith Cotton over Clinton 3-2. St. Joseph's Academy 17-1 on the season now. They defeat Villa Duchesne 6-1. St. Pius the 10th out of Festus shuts out Hillsboro 2-0. Steam Academy over Jennings 11-0. Stover defeats Crocker 2-1. Sullivan shuts out Dixon 4-0. Westminster Christian 2-1 over Orchard Farm, and Willard defeats Aurora 2-1. On your softball district scoreboard from last night, we'll start off in Class 1. In the Class 1 District 1 semifinal, Holcomb defeats Campbell 11-1. District 1, Risco over South Pemiscot 5-1. In District 2, semifinal, Valley Catholic defeats Oak Park Oak Ridge 12-1, and Advance defeats Oran 1-0. In Class 1 District 3, Ellington over Puxico 15-0. Bloomfield defeats Eminence 9-0. In Class 1 District 3 quarterfinal was Somerville over Winona 18-8. And in the championship game of Class 1 District 3 was Puxico over Richland 6-5. Class 1 District 4, Dorr defeats Fordland 14-4. Plato over Bakersfield 12-7. District 5, Purdy defeats Crane 11-0. And Miller defeats Billings 9-0. In District 6, Class 1, Liberal defeats Rich Hill 15-0. And Hume defeats Greenfield 15-8. In the quarterfinals, Class 1 District 6, it was Jasper over Golden City 6-0. Lockwood defeats Northeast Vernon County 10-4. District 7, Green Ridge defeats Northwest Hughesville 17-7. Sweet Springs defeats Lamont 10-1. District 8, Concordia over Kingsville 14-0. And Santa Fe defeats Archie 7-1. And also in District 8, Crestridge over Midway 11-0. And Wellington Napoleon over St. Paul Lutheran 12-2. Class 2 District Softball. District 1, Malden defeats Seneth, Hornersville 4-3. Portageville over Kennett 6-3. District 2, West County defeats Central Park Hills 5-2. And St. Genevieve over Scott City 12-6. In District 3, Potosi defeats Salem 4-3. And in District 4, Ava over Kabul 21-0. And Gainesville defeats Mountain Grove 7-2. And Willow Springs over Liberty Mountain View 13-11. And Thayer defeats Mansfield 7-5. In District 5, it was Sparta over Marionville 6-2. Forsyth defeats Stratford 6-0. In District 6, Mount Vernon over Pierce City 3-1. And Diamond defeats Sarcoxy 9-5. And in District 7, Fairgrove over Stockton 10-6, and Skyline defeats Ash Grove 7-5. You've been listening to and watching the Missouri Sports Network at MissouriSportsNetwork.com. You can see all the scores and stories at ScoreboardGuy.net or MissouriSports.com. Click on the Scoreboard Guy logo. As always, certainly glad you tuned in, and the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. Have a great day.